This week's game of the week here for week 16 is Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Andrew, starting with you. This seems like a contest a lot of people are going to target. You have Ben, you have Martavis, you have Antonio Brown, Heath Miller, I know we talked about previously as well. Who are you targeting most of all here in this Pittsburgh-Baltimore contest?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that the Pittsburgh players are going to be the most high owned on the slate, and for good reason. They're in a great spot, 29 team total. The Baltimore defense has not been good. And even against the run, they've been a little bit more susceptible as of late. And I really like D'Angelo Williams. He's probably my favorite play of the bunch. I mean, he's right there with Antonio. What can't you say about Antonio? But sticking with D'Angelo, he had a little bit of a slower week last week, but it was a really difficult week. He did still find the end zone. You can't expect much when you're going up against Denver. Better matchup this week, and I think if they have a lead, they're going to feed him a lot. So I expect a lot of touches for him, and he's one of the only backs in the league that you can count on 20 to 25 touches every week. He might be the only back, really, especially with Adrian Peterson dinged up this week. So there's a lot of value in that. And then the shift back to Antonio Brown, he's incredible. I'm going to do everything I can to find a way to pay up for him. He is expensive at 9.3K. But, of course, he's more than paid that off most of the games this year. So big fan of him. And if you want to go cheap, I think Heath Miller is an okay option. But he's probably a touch too expensive for me.
Geoff, we'll give you a shot at Pittsburgh as well, not to just leave you with Baltimore here. But we do want to touch on the Baltimore side of the ball. And with Buck Allen supposedly getting the lion's share this week, he was benched last week because of a fumble. Seems like a decent spot for a running back who catches out of the backfield here against this Pittsburgh defense. Do you see him as a viable option at 4,200?
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a lot of things going in his favor this week. The first is price. I mean, 4,200, you can't ask for much more than that. But with Terrence West looking doubtful and Allen probably going to get the majority of the workload to himself again, I mean, that's a great spot. That's what you want for running backs. You want running backs who are going to get all the touches to themselves. And Buck Allen is a great pass-catching running back, and he's put up big PPR games in the past. Baltimore's going to have to be throwing at some point just because Pittsburgh forces the other teams to throw and to play quickly. So I think Buck Allen's actually in a really, really good spot this week in a 4,200. He's definitely probably the main target for me from Baltimore. You could think about Kamar Aiken. I really don't like the price increase for sort of a mediocre average wide receiver. Jeremy Butler is actually a really interesting prospect. He's been seeing a bigger snap increase too. He's only 3,600. Again, in a fast tempo game where Baltimore's going to be forced to pass, he's someone you could think about at least. He's a really nice young player. So I do like those plays from Baltimore. Pittsburgh, I think Andrew covered it pretty well. I like the D'Angelo Williams play a lot too. I will say one thing. I really like Pittsburgh's defense this week too. They've been getting more turnovers lately. They're going to be at home. They're going to be on the road, but this is a must-win for them. And I could see their defense really stepping up and having a big week too.
I don't know why you would ever target Jimmy Clausen with the defense, but I guess we'll find out this weekend. Joking. Of course, gentlemen, great job. Our game of the week, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Tons to target there and tons to find out over on the DK Playbook and, of course, on DraftKings TV over on YouTube. All the content available for you here in Week 16.